guys, and I figured I would talk to you guys. That's what I usually do. Surprise, surprise. And I actually need to go to Walmart today. I don't usually frequent Walmart, just not because I like Target more, don't get me wrong. It's not like Walmart is not good enough. It's not that at all. But the Walmarts around me are always so busy, especially during the day. And typically Target's not as busy. I don't know why, but it's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with, especially as of lately with everything going on. I just feel better going to stores that aren't as busy, but there is something that I need to get at Walmart that evidently isn't at Target. I looked online. For anyone wondering, all that it is a moisturizer. My boyfriend is somewhat picky when it comes to trying new skincare. So when he finds something that he likes, I just continue to buy it. And he tried this Alba Botanica green tea moisturizer literally like 5 years ago, and he has really liked it. So I just continue to repurchase that for him. And so that's what I'm going to do. I also want to peep and see what new makeup they have at Walmart. You guys, I will give props to Walmart. They always have new makeup. Like, before I will see it at Target, I will always see it at Walmart. So there have been many new releases that I've picked up at Walmart and not seen it at Target for like a month or two afterwards. So maybe we'll see what they have going on over there. There's not really any new makeup that has interested me as of lately, to be really honest. There's just been a bunch of stupid stuff coming out that I don't need, and I would rather put my money towards buying something that I know and love versus just throwing all my money at stuff and hoping that it works. And on top of it, I'm not, I know a lot of beauty channels out there do this. I'm not one of them, where they will just buy all the new stuff just to try it and review it for their channel. I am not going to go into debt buying new makeup just to show on my YouTube channel. That's never been my intention, and it's not what I'm ever going to do. And on top of it, I don't know, makeup, I talked about this in another video lately, but the beauty channels that are strictly beauty, if you are creating a channel and trying to come up that way by only focusing on makeup and not showing any other part of your life and not talking about anything but makeup, in my personal opinion, and of course I could be wrong, I can always be wrong on stuff, but I do think that people are going to have a very, very hard time growing if they want to strictly focus on makeup. That's all I'm doing. Makeup, only makeup, new makeup, makeup tutorials, first impressions. I just think that kind of wave of YouTube has come and gone. And I don't think that people want to necessarily just be sold on stuff all the time. And the beauty gurus that are getting views, I think they will continue to get views because they hit that wave at the right time. But as far as going into the new year, I don't think spending hundreds or more a month on new makeup and expecting your AdSense to pay you back for that, I don't think is going to be the route to go. Just my opinion. So I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes because, as most of you probably know, Christmas just passed, and I went on to a couple of family vloggers' channels and see these what I got my kids for Christmas videos, or what my kids got for Christmas, whatever. You know, the question often comes up for me, can YouTubers ever buy something and not show it on their channel? Is that just like impossible for people to do? And I realize, don't get me wrong, I am not trying to say that I am perfect by any means, because I am definitely not perfect. I do share with you guys some stuff that I buy, but I do not show you guys even a fraction of the stuff that I buy on a, call it weekly basis. There are things that I purchase that I just don't feel the need to share everything on my channel. And maybe that's just the way some people are wired to operate. They want to just show their subscribers every little thing that they're buying and what they're spending their money on. I just personally think that it's kind of tone deaf, especially right now with the way the world is and the fact that there have been many, many, many families that went without even being able to buy their kids Christmas presents this year. They were not able to fill the living room with toys like they have in prior years. My hope for not only family vloggers, but YouTubers in general is, let's pump the brakes on the flex culture. Bare minimum this year and maybe part of next. Because what you're doing is you are, let's talk about the family vlogger sector for a second. You are exploiting your kids for money. You're taking that money and buying them a bunch of materialistic junk that they probably don't need. And then you're coming onto your YouTube channel and saying, look at all the things that I was able to buy my kid that they don't need, by exploiting every detail of their life from before the time they were even born. That just is so tone deaf. And, I think a lot of the mommy vloggers, their intention is always, oh, well, I want to be relatable. I want other moms to be able to come to my channel, and we share this common thing of being moms. So I'm going to share my journey with the mom next to me who's watching all of my videos. So I understand the intention, but the follow through is never there. By constantly showing all of this stuff, you're not being relatable to the mom next to you or the dad next to you. It's not just moms that watch these channels, it's dads too, even though I do think the majority of it is moms. And that's the thing, is you can say that your intentions are the purest, but when you're broadcasting this type of content to people who, it's not a secret that people are struggling right now financially. So this isn't something where you can turn around and say, oh, well, I didn't know, or I didn't look at it that way. It's very widespread, the financial issues that people are experiencing right now because of losing jobs or having to take maybe a different job that isn't paying what they are used to, or having to close your business down if you're a business owner, especially people who are in the restaurant industry or the service industry in general. Places like hotels and things like that. And I think that flex culture is something that has always been very rampant on YouTube and has always kind of been front and center for a lot of YouTubers. It's like, look at all these things that I can buy and show to my subscribers. But it's so tone deaf, and I realize that it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon, but I don't want to hear from family vloggers that you're making your content to raise awareness or open a conversation with other moms, or, you know, be someone that's someone who, oh, well, someone can watch me if they're feeling lonely. Like, yeah, I hear all of that, but all that I see is you exploiting your kids and buying a bunch of expensive shit that most people can't afford, and showing the, $800 grocery hauls, and you prancing around in your yoga pants, cleaning your McMansion. So those two don't align for me. And I don't think that I'm looking at it, from the seat of like a crazy person. If I see it this way, it's probably because someone else sees it that way as well. And as far as like a lot of the beauty content, I've really changed my seat when it comes to who I watch on YouTube as far as beauty content goes. I enjoy listening to beauty gurus, or whatever you want to call them, who are more aware of what the consumer is facing when they're actually going into a store like Walmart or Target or Ulta or Sephora. I would rather hear someone call out all of these stupid releases that beauty companies are coming out with. And, I would encourage you guys to do the same. If, and this is going to be a recurring theme on my channel, I can already tell you. Think of who you're spending your social media currency on. Are you spending it on someone who is saying one thing but doing another? Or are you spending it on someone who you actually feel like you can relate to and you actually enjoy listening to? And I don't, I know that there are some people out there who will say, oh, well, their views are up because people hate watch them. And I do understand that there are people that will hate watch people, but I would encourage everyone to not hate watch people. There are people that I can't stand that I watch some of their YouTube videos because I have a commentary channel, and that's just part of the gig. But most of the time, if I'm not watching someone so that I can make a reaction video, I'm spending my social media currency watching people who go through everyday struggles like I do, and people who have to budget when they go to the grocery store like I do. So I would encourage you guys, and I will always encourage you guys to, clean up your subscription feed. Clean it up. Find some people that you really enjoy watching, and do not support people who participate in flex culture, specifically family vloggers who, are flexing on their subscribers. Because the thing is like, okay, you can say a beauty guru got rich by, selling a bunch of bullshit on their channel. That's one way to earn money on YouTube. But as everyone knows, the worst way to earn money on YouTube is by exploiting your family and your children and making that money and then flexing on your subscribers with that money. That's what I call dirty money, in my opinion. If you're gonna make your money by having a full-time job or by selling bullshit eyeshadow palettes, that's one thing, fine. But I don't like flex culture at all. But I also think that it comes down to, is it dirty money or is it money that you've earned a different way, and family vloggers definitely fall into this sector of dirty money, in my personal opinion. So anyway, we will continue this conversation. I'm gonna go in Walmart and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Oh my God, that was a mission and a half. They were so busy. I mean, what day is today anyway? Today's Sunday, so it's not that surprising that they were busy, but I feel like they're just always busy. I feel like I've sanitized my hands about 18 times since I've left the house. You know how you have like those days? I'm sure you guys have days like this too. You just have days where you just want to be home. I had one of those moments in Walmart where I was like, I just want to be at home right now. We are not going to go to Target today. I can go there some other day. I just don't feel like dealing with that today. I need to go to the grocery store and then I want to go home. So today's not super exciting as far as running errands, but that's how it is some days. Anyway, you guys let me know in the comments section of this video. You guys are always really good about being transparent about, you know, where you stand on stuff, and we don't always agree on everything, but I think that it's really good to be able to have a healthy conversation about it. And that's what I love about, no matter what I talk about, I feel like the comment sections on my videos are always really constructive, and I never, you know, want you guys to agree with every single thing that I say. That's never been the goal. Just the fact that we can all talk about it and you guys talk with each other. I love it. I love to see it. But tell me where you guys stand on this. Are you a watcher of YouTube, or even if you're a creator? You know, I fall on both sides of things, having a channel of my own. Are you a person who watches YouTube and you enjoy to see hauls, and, you know, do you like to see people buying stuff that might be completely unattainable for you? Or are you someone who would rather not see all that stuff and take in content that isn't based around what the YouTuber is spending their money on? I definitely fall on the latter side because I just like things better that way. I don't need to feel like, oh, look at all these things that I've been able to buy. That's just not my ideal way to take in content. And I think that there is a healthy balance of how you can create content on YouTube. And again, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I feel like I try to keep a healthy balance of, you know, showing you guys everyday stuff that I buy that I actually need, and then once in a while throwing in a couple things that I might not necessarily need, like a candle or my handbag. You know, I did share the handbag. Part of the reason I showed you guys my handbag when I got it was because I felt like it was a great price for getting a designer handbag, and I also like it because it's not leather. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers, at least YouTubers that I see, a lot of them are always showing, a lot of the handbags are leather, and I don't like leather handbags. So, you know, I think that there is a manageable way to show people, you know, look, this is what I got today, without it coming off as flexing. And it's really not that hard, in my opinion, to find that healthy medium. But that's just my opinion. I have my Orangina here. Have you guys had Orangina? It is literally so delicious. I remember when I was little. I always say when I was little, not necessarily little, but when I was young, and I would go with my dad to, we would go to the county building, and so he could figure out what jobs he was going to bid on. And, we would go to he'd have to deal with permits and stuff and all of that. So we would go to the county building a fair amount. When I was with him, sometimes we would have lunch in the county building because they always had a really good cafeteria in the bottom of the county building. And I remember always I would get an Orangina. I feel like Orangina used to be much more common than it is now. Now I feel like it's kind of hard to find. I was actually very surprised when I saw it at the grocery store. So I ended up buying some, and I also got some for my dad. Just 6. It came in a 6-pack of these tall cans. I actually came across a YouTube video. This was a few weeks ago. I was kind of poking around on some of the family channels and stuff, and I came across this one mommy vlogger who, I think she said she spent $1,500 at Costco on groceries. And in the beginning of the video, first of all, comments were off, or I'm sorry, not comments, like to dislike ratio was off. The comments were on, but she literally opened the video saying, I know that I get a lot of heat for doing these kinds of videos, and then went on to do the video. So, and this was filmed recently. When I saw it, it was not a video that was 2 years old. To go onto your channel and share how you spent $1,500 at Costco when you're well aware that you're going to get heat for it, because obviously you've gotten heat for doing similar videos in the past. However, on top of it, knowing that there are most likely at least a few parents who are consuming your content that might be having difficulties feeding their own children, and you're just going to share this over the top Costco haul of all of this food. I don't know, that just doesn't sit well with me. And I'm sure someone will come to this video and be like, your jealousy is showing. No, my jealousy is not showing. I'm not jealous of spending $1,500 at Costco. I don't have a Costco membership for a reason, because to me, I just don't need a 55-gallon drum of ketchup or 1,800 rolls of toilet paper. That's just not how I personally shop for groceries. And I understand that some people love Costco, and that's great. Good for you. But it has nothing to do with jealousy, and I'm being completely transparent with you guys. I don't enjoy people boasting, and I guess that's kind of just a personal preference of mine. But you've got to remember who could be watching your videos. And that's what I always try to think of when I'm, anything to do with money or spending money or not spending money. I try to remember that even if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, there are people who consistently struggle. So if we're in the middle of a pandemic and money is hard for so many people, why in the fuck are you showing $1,500 worth of shit from Costco? I think that could have been content for never, in my opinion. Or bare minimum, at least not when people are struggling the way that they are. I think it's trashy. So anyway, I'm going to go grocery shopping. I need to get something for dinner tonight, and we've been, kind of lazy with cooking at home and stuff. So I need to get a few things. I'm going to get home and film another video. So that's going to be it for this one. If you guys liked it, please leave me a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.